I got these ring side seats.
Time for our tale. Here comes the pride of Wales, super middleweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has never been defeated. What an athlete. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
Look at this, these fighters.
All the talking has been... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Calzaghe and Jones met for the light heavyweight title back in New York City in November of 2008. Calzaghe won on that occasion. Who's gonna take the rematch here?
Well, Calzaghe, you think of fighters unbeaten, you think about standing fighters. This guy can fight for fun. That's all he does. So now we're gonna do it again.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. I thought that was gonna be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These punches coming from every angle. The courage on display here is incredible. They're both trying for a knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that count.
Every second, every minute of this fight
Stay
is important.
focused. Don't let him back in the fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Incredible work rate. Beautiful counter punch. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. about Calzaghe in that last round?
I like that
It's
round.
no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
That's it. And just stick a few body shots in there.
There's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas. And you can see here his face basically melt.
1, 2, 3, 4. You are right.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling you to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Hold it right there. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Joe Calzaghe just went down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice.
Get your shots up and don't get range.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He misses with that straight left. Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Well done with that counter shot. Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe.
Better than that. You've completely...
And there's the bell to start round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That right uppercut misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. Great shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That uppercut doesn't get through. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter shot. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry?
Don't let him back in or anything.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. How about that time counter shot? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox the fight and beat them on points.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This is with the straight left. Punch, counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Calzaghe in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to... There's the bell to start round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going
Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And this might be the beginning of the end for Joe Calzaghe. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising.
Are you okay?
So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of effort being exerted here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Jab misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Stamina is always an issue.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Good counter punching. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They need to be pulling right there. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. How did they not go down?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. You see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot cast out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse for
Come
gassing
on,
out.
switch on. Right,
You follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Don't.
smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
And we enter the ninth. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a binder, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And they blocked the right uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
It's the same again.
We've made it to round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well done with that counter. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just...
And down goes Jones Jr. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Stay focused. Don't unbagger the fight.
There's the bell to start round 11. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Just misses with that uppercut. sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Misses with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Look, misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kawasaki in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
You set him up and you'll take him out. Look,
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered.
Pensacola's finest is down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch in the trick.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. That you say it. Night, night.
the sun sets, we welcome you on... It's the... And they'll be facing Antonio... I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, Todd, a beautiful day, but it's going to be somebody's nightmare.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Double uppercut. Uppercut. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe this? A perfect counter lands. Counter shot lands. That jab doesn't find a home. The jab not finding its target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with the straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
What are you doing?
Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a
Get your
knockout
mind
without
back,
a doubt.
get your focus back. Get that jab back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations, you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Has to be careful. Tarver's been rocked. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Punch, counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need an... On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. Oh, wait a minute. Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What can you tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different?
You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking it down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice defense on that left uppercut. Just missed with that jab. That jab doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Some Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin or pickpocketing.
Stamina is off the charts. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round.
What are you doing?
Cardio was
I need
put
you
in
to
for this
focus
fight.
on
It
what
may
you're
come
doing.
down to...
You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Let's start the sixth. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That uppercut does not score. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard. Oh, wait a minute. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
His stamina is off the charts. And he scores with the counter. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew when they threw it.
I've got to see that.
Well, he's had enough, and he is going to quit. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that.